This is where I'll need myself another supply depot, and I guess now finally thing is walled off pretty well. No, it's not. I needed to build that supply depot just a little bit closer. In any case, I can build myself second barracks here. I'm not going to go with the reactors, and hopefully I won't have to. Okay, and now we just need enough resources to start producing tanks, so we need factory for that. Oh, look at that, he just got into this. Oh, what a mess, indeed. Now he's probably going to gas something over there. In any case, if he knows what I'm planning here, it may as well be not so bad after all. Okay, he will try to counter this, so let's see how somebody would try to counter something like that, a game like that. Okay, I have enough juice to build myself more stuff over here. So that's the tanks. Okay, I'm keeping up with everything. So far so good. Okay, we need tech labs. It's nearly 3 minutes now. Alright, the Marines are coming out consistently. That's what I like to see. The tank should be built now. And my fields here are working just fine. Oh, look at that, I just got supply blocked. Oh, wow. Complete disaster, an absolute disaster over here. Just got myself supply blocked. Okay, so I'm queuing up stuff now, and I could as well queue up a tank or more tanks, and just need to build more. Okay, now, oh, look at that, he's attacking me with those probes over here, trying to look for what's happening out here. Obviously he's playing an unranked match, so that could as well mean that he simply thinks that I'm a noob. I mean, don't have a strategy. A noob pretty much means a player that does not know how to play the game, or more precisely, simply a new player. There are specific words out there. Okay, very kind of unique. Okay, so I'm gonna build 4 tanks before I move out, and we'll be heading on from here. Okay, the first one is already here. Okay, let's go and queue up everything. And hopefully this build right here is going to prevail over the previous one. So it looks like without the reactors I have a little bit more troops here. So I'm moving somewhere here. Alright, so far so good. I'm not intercepting anybody. Oh, look at that. It looks like he is going to go. Alright, that's fine. My tank should start blasting this. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Let's get them all unsieged and move forward. Okay, the Colossus didn't work out for him so well, and it's a GG. Now let's see how things went here. It looks like I showed off with a much greater force than I previously did. Okay, so my opponent starts normal build here, I guess, sending a probe to scout this. Unfortunately, the probe came so quickly, I didn't even got noticed, like, and he somehow got stuck here. He did have an order to move around, but it didn't happen. Yeah, and it looks like he opens up with 2 gateways here and builds himself a zealot. That army right there, with a few tanks and a few marines, it's kind of a very similar to a larger version of an army, which would be maybe 5 tanks, 50 marines or so. So it's not bad, not bad. Interesting. I like winning anyway. And by 4 minutes 20 I already have 2 tanks, and it looks like by 5 minutes I'll have more 4 tanks, and this is where the attack is going to soon commence. So that's that. I'm sieging, and my 4 tanks are moving in. His pylons got destroyed here, but he's still not suffering from supply issues because he simply doesn't have much units. Colossus is very expensive. I unsieged everything and move forward. Right here we're meeting up with the Colossus, and this is where I'm going to blast him, killing off his nexus. It looks like he is not building anything, and it's a GG. Got myself a few achievements here, and we did got a very similar supply number there. Okay, let's do this again and see how things going to work out. Now we'll be facing a Templar, which may as well mean simply that we're going to have to go through a lot of tank defense, which is good. Okay, I'm just going to type in my YouTube channel. I made an L. That's wrong here. By typing in the kind of focusing on those things, I have totally forgot about a couple of things here, like starting the build up itself. Okay, it looks like the barracks may have to wait, but I worked it out by building additional things here. In any case, let's continue the build up here. Now I'm only left with few workers carrying all those minerals, and that's not good. Okay, I'm going for additional barracks now and more supply depots. Okay, he could as well go back to the mineral line, and I need more workers in that precious factory. He's right here. The factory is done. Workers are coming out. Oh wow, I didn't build a marine, so as you know, if I don't build a marine quickly enough, my opponent may just send a probe or a reaper. Not a probe, he's a Terran player, so it's V and a reaper, and this would just make things even worse for me. No doubts about that. Okay, now there's another factory here needed, and it looks like we'll have just enough workers. Oh no, not just enough, but just there, close enough. And now the tech labs, marines need to start coming out. So far so good. We are building things up. I need that tank now. Those marines could as well be ordered not to build a tank. Okay, I maybe overdid with workers. I'm not sure if they're even mining this, those extra workers, or they're mining with less efficiency. As far as I know, they have to kind of step in line out there. They have to kind of follow everybody else, and so there's just so many resources out there that can be successfully collected. Okay, 3 supply depots should probably unblock my supply. Oh no. Okay. Let's go, 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 go. Done. How many tanks? Oh, look at that, he scouted me. Oh, he knows that this is about to go down. So he's probably already churning out tanks. So I've got the first tank, so it looks like this time we'll just have to move on with less tanks. That's it. That's how things will work out for me here. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go somewhere here and build more marines. Hopefully we won't get supply blocked by moving all this way. Okay, so far so good. Now we have to move up to the ramp. There's no other way to go about this. So this is really bad, obviously. Okay, let's wait for additional tank and let's go now. Oh no, oh no. In any case, I'm doing the same. I'm moving up. Oh, look at that. That was just absolutely terrible. His marines killed me off here, and his defensive perimeter on the ramp has killed me off here, and that's that. Done. Let's take a look at his game here and see what exactly has happened out there. Yeah, probably at the beginning of the game sometimes it's nice to write a YouTube channel that you have one. And it kind of works, you know, with Starcraft. Everybody leaves the game and AndYouLeftTheGame is a nice one. It probably would make the opponent to play much better or a lot more aggressive. It depends. Okay, so it looks like so far he did a truly regular build here, and he was very defensive here. He scouted me through. He knows there's nothing here, and he moves in for a drop. He decides to go in for a drop, and that's that. Okay, and this was very successful. He did a drop, and what I did, I tagged him at nearly the same time. Look at that, he like looked around, oh that's so great, you know, like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And obviously my SCVs were not able to surround his marines, and so my SCVs got destroyed. And on this ramp right here, he did a beautiful defense. My tanks couldn't even hit him, as you can see. It's just under the ramp, and it couldn't do anything. So that's that, and it looks like my opponent has gained victory. So that's the performance. Time supply capped 1 minute. 25 seconds, 28 seconds, workers created. 50. So that's the totals right here. So he did got supply block for a bit too. Units, build order, graphs. I gain more experience. My level is slowly but surely increasing. I'm not sure just how much this actually goes, but it probably goes quite a bit. So let's go now to the next one. Alright, so this time I'm going to go for something else. I'm going to type in my channel. Hopefully this person is going to visit this channel. Obviously, when I'm typing this stuff right here, things kind of get out of hand very quickly, unfortunately. For me, I'm gonna just try to play this time and see how things go, and we'll see how things are going. Okay, now just build me those barracks. Now if I say AndYouLeftTheGame YouTube channel, this may as well bring some unnecessary early aggression, but what can I do? Probably not much. Not much indeed about this very early aggression. Now let us simply build ourselves next command center over here, and wait, oh look at this, his probe is coming over here, and this is actually very bad. As you can see, my things didn't even got finished just yet, and he already knows. I'm going to sell my probe 1, probe 2, so maybe that will give me some kind of an indication of early aggression that I so much don't want to experience. Obviously, probably in league games this racks up quite a few wins. However, it's not a full game, you know what I mean? It's just not it, really. It's just not a full game, just that's it, you know. Okay. I need that orbital so that I could start dropping mules. Okay, so what does he have? He doesn't have much too. surprisingly. Let's look for other bases out there. Let's see, did I miss something here? Did I? And he probably as well just expanded himself further in. Okay, now we should probably go for the star part and +1 attack upgrade. Alright, so let's go here and hide for a bit, see if anything is here. So it looks like he's certainly expanding here or just building himself up. I don't have much to go with here too, unfortunately. Now I need those barracks, additional barracks, and let's try not to get supply blocked. So did he had any gateways? It looks like he did not had any gateways, so that's good. Okay, let's go for second gas. More SUVs all over the place. Okay, did I just got attacked? Yeah, it looks like I just got attacked. Okay, so far so good. Let's go for more warriors. Okay. Yep. Not good, not good. And in here I could as well build myself that tech lab. Alright, so that things would start moving forward for me here. And after that, maybe more barracks. Two more barracks. More mules. And I need workers here. I need few workers built all over. Alright. And the stem. The stem needs to start. And furthermore, I have to build another refinery and more upgrades. Okay, so far so good. I could as well build myself a medevac here, because it would be useful. Okay, hopefully my tank can pass this. I'm not going to build tanks because I kind of suspect they won't pass through this, through that, right there. And I just got supply blocked. Alright, so I just have to spend a couple of seconds out there building this supply here. Okay, now if only I could scout him a little bit, that could give me an indication of what's going on there. So he doesn't really have that many units. I like to see that a lot. I'm gonna go here and build myself another base. Okay, so it looks like he did have a lot of units here, and building a base may not be the viable scenario here. Now, can he beat me with whatever he had? He just got supply blocked already. Now, he could, but I need stem before I move out. And together with the stem, I'm getting more medevacs. I'm still supply blocked, and I need that third command center here. So let's go a little bit maybe. Okay, let's go. Build that goodness. And it looks like we're going to go for some aggression here. So the stem is finished. Let's move out and battle this out a little bit. see how things are going. He is already expanding, as you can see. Alright, so so far so good. Not seeing anybody. Building stuff up. Now, if only I wouldn't be supply blocked, things would be awesome. But soon I'll engage, and this should turn things around for me. Oh, no. Just build turrets here all over. Okay. Oh, shit. It's all over now. I just got tagged by whatever's out here. And it looks like he's on the ramp here, and he's being supported by his force fields. And this certainly is the enemy. He has a Void Ray here running around. So I say GG, and let's go back. I did like this game. It looks like for some reason he just outplayed me here. Obviously he just played really well, and that's why it happened. And this worked out for him very nicely. So he's sending our probe. A few gates here. He scouts me through with that probe. Not building anything around anywhere. And so things are moving forward now. He goes with 3 gateways, and these gateways are positioned over here. This is where he's going to build things. He has his probe nearby, so he wasn't in a hurry. He starts with a defensive approach here. And as we know, he outplayed me quite effectively there. Maybe I had to go for his second base and not the third base. When I attacked his third base, that gave him time to warp in more units. Surprisingly, he didn't want to commit with his adepts. Probably didn't want to lose any. And so it's moving in. He has a few adepts here, a few stalkers. And got himself a second command center. Having a bunch of troops here. I have only Marines. He probably would have won against me there. I don't know. And it looks like he is going to try and fight me there. And this is where the first engagement here takes place. He decides to run away from me. I'll better open both Fogs of War so that we could see just how things compare when it comes to bases and units. Then he comes up with this defensive position here. So a Protoss player is naturally on the defensive, that because it's so expensive to be a Protoss, I guess. Not sure. I really like this Void Ray play. Without the turrets, things just simply didn't work out that well for me there. As you can see, most of the time I'm dropping mules, but not always, unfortunately. I did intercept second Voidry, and then he moves in here and simply devastates my lines. I'm losing one of these command centers from mining, and I move on his third base that's not even doing anything. In the meantime, he intercepts 50% of my force because the rest of my force is shooting at this Nexus that doesn't really carry any value for now whatsoever. Then, instead of moving my force from far, I moved my entire force and they got shot for those couple of seconds, probably lost a lot of health. And then it was all over. He's warping units, his units are supported, he's not losing anything as you can see. It's a blast. It doesn't really show the radius for this building, so he probably just had to build him somehow closer to the battlefield or himself move back a little. Then the troops on the ramp probably wouldn't be shooting too. And this was when it was all over. My troops were being harassed by this Voidry. I would never be able to work this base. In here things got out of hand. Selected too many SUVs to do the job, and that's all.